Part of me wants to make it a planter, and the other part knows that Nathan's not gonna let me buy any more plants, so. Hi guys, here I am. It is Friday the 10th. It's been a long week, a lot of trips to Goodwill, and I got some stuff to show for it. So before I start though, the first thing I wanted to say was thanks to everyone who's been just super nice and helpful and supportive, and I don't know, it's just been really nice. I've had people, you know, like call and text me out of the blue who I don't get to talk to that often, and sometimes, especially for me, it's kind of hard putting myself out there, and I really enjoyed all the positive responses that I've gotten. So thanks guys. Now let's get started. Gosh, I don't even know what I want to show you first. Did I mention, by the way, that this is one of the cute little tank tops I got at the Goodwill a few weeks ago? I'm going to a little family party after this, and I thought the pineapples would be nice and fun, and it's hot, so you know, I want sleeves. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start with something practical but boring, okay? These little rings, they're little hooks. I have, like, they're shower curtain hooks. I have a side project going on. By the way, I have like 10 side projects going on, so this is one of them. And I was gonna need rings anyway, so, you know, 99 cents. I got 12 of them. Means I get to use 3 for each thing that I'm using. That was me like looking and counting. Maybe that was a hint, I don't know. All right, so next thing that I got is this little guy. I believe it's a light cover. Honestly, when I went and I bought it, this end right here, they had a piece of tape going across the top. And so, though I did know that the bottom was empty, I did realize that, I thought that maybe it went over a candle and that the top of this part came off. That was my guess. This was $1.99. I just found a sticker in here that I did not know was right inside there, but it was $1.99. It's really cool. It looks like, is it called milk bead? I don't know. I've been seeing, I was gonna DIY one actually, a vase with the little beads all over it, but they already did the work for me and it's cute. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of lean into the fact that it does, when you set it down, you don't know it doesn't have a bottom. It looks like a little container. I like the white. However, I mean, it's dirty in a way that's not fixable. Like it's tarnished, or there's some sort of kind of thick taupe paint on there. And I am probably gonna paint it terracotta. Y'all, I have an obsession, but I also have a plan, okay? I'm gonna share a video of that. I have like a few more things to spray paint, including this. So we have that. And then the next thing I have, I actually got on my last haul, that was July 5th. However, I left it in the trunk of my car for a week or so. I didn't mean to. I left it back there because I didn't have any hands when I was getting that haul, and then I just kept accidentally leaving it in my trunk because I kept having so many things to bring inside. But it's this cute little outdoor lantern, and these are the rocks that it came with, which they're not my favorite, but they were, I mean, I'm considering the rocks free. I pretty much figure I paid for the lantern and then the rocks were free. At least that's what I told myself. This guy right here, $3.99. It's a little rusty, but guess what? Who cares? It's going outside. It's gonna rust anyway. And from afar, I don't even think you can really tell. Plus, this little guy in here, it's a fake tea light. Let me get it out of here. Still works, okay? So, you know, $3.99, I have a working lantern for outside on my porch, which if you've kind of noticed, I don't know if I posted the video yet where I showed part of my porch, but y'all, it's a mess. So I'm working on something to fix that. And I'm gonna make sure I turn this little guy off because I don't wanna waste the battery. Oh no, I dropped it. What else do I have? I have some stuff on the floor. I got this white metal bin with like cute colored handles with the wood. And this was $1.99. I mean, and this was clean. Like all I had to do was sanitize this because of the Rona. Like I didn't even have to scrub. And when I get something from Goodwill that's white that I don't have to scrub, very exciting. So yeah, I like this. I'm thinking I might put it on my porch. I don't know. I think it's probably gonna go on my porch. I like it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it, but I like it. Part of me wants to make it a planter, and the other part knows that Nathan's not gonna let me buy any more plants. So, and the last thing over here on the floor, children's wooden blocks. I actually had a set of these at my grandparents' house when I was growing up, and when I was at the store, I mean, you couldn't have told me that they weren't mine, but now that I picked them up, I liked mine better. But, you know, we got rectangles, we got weird shapes, we've got cylinders, more weird shapes, we have a wedge, we have a little bridge. I actually haven't gone through this. Like I kind of sprayed it down, but I didn't really go through it because it was inside of a plastic container. So it's kind of like self-contained. This little hammer looking thing, at least that's what I would use it as. Ooh, we got kind of like a long flat board. I'm liking this. Most of it's rectangles, but that's perfect because my plan is to take this and then paint one side, and maybe I'll paint some flowers, or maybe I'll paint like hello, or like a little saying based on whatever season it is. But I thought they'd be really cute, and honestly, if you're trying to make a profit, I paid $1.99 and it included this little guy right here. So I mean, I technically paid for the storage too, but all the words escaped my brain. What are you gonna do? If you want to like try to go to Goodwill and make some money, I mean, there's gotta be at least 20 blocks in here. Even if you sell them for $1 a piece, that's $18 profit right there. And all you have to do is paint tiny little things in your spare time. So you could probably even get like $5 for a bigger one and $1 for a smaller one, or 3 in one, you know, like minimum profit. If you sell it for $1, you make 18. And that's just me guessing that there's 20. I mean, you can see the whole thing is full. So the next couple things, if you're in my immediate family, watch with caution because they're probably gonna be your gifts later on down the road. So I don't really care if you know in advance. I thought about not posting it, but then, I mean, they're kind of my favorite things, so I have to show you guys. So again, immediate family, watch with caution. And then I'll also give the disclaimer that some people might think it's a little weird that I'm planning on giving stuff that I find at Goodwill. It's probably gonna be Christmas presents, honestly. And some people were like, you can't, like, that's people's junk and you're gonna give it to them as a present. I'm gonna say that my family is super awesome. None of us care about how much things cost. None of us care about where they come from. Literally, the only thing that matters is that the person loved us enough to put the thought into getting us that gift. Most of the time I end up making gifts for my family. I don't even buy stuff because, you know, they have good taste. And honestly, if they want it, most of the time they buy it for themselves anyway. So I like finding these weird little things that they wouldn't get on their own or they wouldn't get for themselves. So the first thing I have, it's just something small, but it is little markers for wine glasses. So if you're having a party or something, you give everyone a different one. They put it on the stem of their wine glass, and then they can tell whose is whose. Y'all, I have a lot of aunts who like wine. So it's $1, and they really are. They're glass, and they're glass beads, and they're on little silver containers. And I got 1, 2, 3 of them. I bought all of these. They also had ones that look like little mixed drinks. At least that's what they were supposed to look like. Honestly, they look like a sphere on a stick with like a little yellow sphere on top. And only when you look closely could you tell, like, the big sphere was supposed to be the top of the glass and the little one was supposed to be a lemon wedge. And I don't know. These are a little bit more plain, but they're cuter, I think, overall. And I get one more, and I thought this one was really cute. If they had this one in multiples, I would have bought all of them. But look, they're little fishies. They're so cute. These are kind of caught, but whatever. They're fine. It's just where it got pushed up in the packaging. But they're little fish. They're little fish, and my family loves fish. And they love wine. So fish and wine, you know? I thought it's super cute. And they really are, like, they look like nice glass. I don't know. I thought they were adorable. And speaking of fish, the last thing that I got is... Dad and Kristen, stop watching. Okay, so it is a serving tray, but it's cut glass, like expensive, heavy, actual glass. It's a flounder, okay? And it's really, I'm kind of trying to put it up against my shirt so that you can see the details. Maybe I'll try to put in like an aerial shot of it against my table because it's darker and that might help. But we go flounder fishing all the time at Ocracoke Island in North Carolina. So what better thing to do than eat our flounder off of a flounder? I don't know, I thought it would be super fun. It's cute. They love like hunting and fishing and outdoor kind of things. So I thought the fish plate would fit right in. And it's glass, so it's nice. It's not like, you know, cheapo plastic. You know, we can pretend we're being fancy while we eat off of our fish plate. The last thing that I want to show you guys, I actually didn't buy for myself. I don't need clothes right now. My closet is already too full. I'm just not gonna wear them most likely. So I don't want to be wasteful with my money or, you know, resources. So my friend at work, she was going through the clothing racks and she saw this, and everyone who knows me and sees me at work, I'll normally wear like short sleeves or like a thick tank top like this, not like a spaghetti strap or something because I work at a bank, but I'll wear shorter sleeves. And I go back and forth so often between hot and cold and hot and cold that I love a good sweater. So she was super nice and got me, I mean, look, first of all, the color is gorgeous, if I do say so. Jewel tones go pretty well with the, you know, the Irish skin and the dark hair. It does have a hood, and it is from Gap Body. Y'all, it's so soft. Like it's so soft. It's got a beautiful cable. So shout out to Lindsay, and also shout out to Stacy. We went to the Goodwill so many times this week, y'all. I'm a psycho. They're not like on my level, but you know, we're all a little crazy together and it makes it a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks, I love it. Well, I have a little update, and I don't know if you can hear it or not. I don't know if my mic will pick up on it, but guys, the clock, it works. It is, looks like it's about 6:10 because it is accurate, and it's really loud. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's got the good click, 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 click. I don't know. I love it so much. I thought about painting it, not doing it. Now seems blasphemous, As you can see, the wall behind me is showing up a little bit more creamy or taupey or like a brown undertone, but I have gray walls all in my house and I really like mixing wood with gray to try to balance it out. It's a lot of gray around here. So I think in particular this tone, I mean clearly, like look at my table, which by the way, when Dad and I redid this table, it was an old oak table. It was at my stepmother, her father's law firm. It was all scratched up on the top. We sanded it, stripped it, did all that kind of stuff, restained it. It wasn't fun, but I love the color of my table, love the color of the clock. So let's get started.